Welcome to our channel. Today we will discuss the concept of pointer to base class. Okay, that means coming to inheritance concept. Inheritance means one class acquires the properties of another class. The class which gets the property is called derived class. The class from which we are getting the property is called base class. Now the question is, we have created base class and derived class, and we are creating some members in the base class and derived class, and the pointer is of type base class, and we have to declare a pointer of base class type, and by using that pointer we can access the members. So consider a simple scenario, then it is very easy. Class polygon protected, suppose int length, width, for example any two variables, int length and width or height, without any confusion, int height width, void read of scene height width. Okay, just I am declaring two variables, height and width, and by using read function I am reading the two values. The class is closed. The class is closed. Now this is the base class. Class, suppose rectangle colon public polygon. What is the meaning of this one? Here rectangle becomes the child class. Rectangle becomes the child class. In this I am calculating, suppose public void area of Cout length into width. Close the class. Observe carefully what happens here. Here I am implementing the concept of inheritance. Here rectangle is a child class which uses the variables length and width of the parent class. That is, I already read the values of, height. I read the values of height and width in the parent class. The values are used in the child class. Now, here this is a normal inheritance. But what is our question? Apply the concept of pointer to the base class. Here, for this one you can write any example. Suppose you can write any single inheritance concept. Apply the concept of pointer to the base class. Here, int main, create an object rectangle R. Now we have to declare pointer for which class? Pointer to base class. So polygon star p. Okay, this is the required thing. What is the required thing? We have to create a pointer for base class. Now this pointer holds the address of the derived class. This pointer holds the address of the derived class. So P is equal to ampersand R. This is the statement. Before explaining this one, I will explain two things. We have two variables, that is two terms. One is pointer, second one is object. Pointer and object, and in terms of base class and derived class. Okay, now what are the combinations? A pointer is base class. It stores the address of an object. Suppose if the object is also base class, so pointer is base, object is also base. Pointer is base, object is a derived class. The first one is assumed as the pointer. This is an object. I am declaring a pointer to the base class which stores address of object of base class. Both are base class. Pointer is base class, object is derived class. Pointer is derived class, object is base class. pointer is derived class, object is derived class. These are the four cases. Once you understand these four cases, this is very easy to write that statement. Observe. Pointer is base class which stores base class object address. Now by using this pointer, base class pointer, we can access only the members of the base class. Okay, here pointer is which type? Here the pointer is base class type. So by base class type we can access only the base class members, not child class. So this case only the base class members. Coming to second one. Pointer is base class but which stores address of derived class object. Even though it stores address of derived class object, but by using the pointer we can access only the base class members. We can access only the base class members. That is, what is the scenario? Whether the object is base class or derived class, that is not a constraint. Object is base class or derived class, that is not a constraint. By default, it depends on pointer. By default, it depends on pointer. So the pointer is base class. So obviously we can access the members of the base class. By default, I am saying the word. Now, here the pointer is derived class and the object is base class. This is not possible. That means incompatible. Why? Because child one is lower than high base. Child is lower than base. So child class pointer cannot hold base class object address. So this combination is invalid. Finally, both are derived. Derived class pointer, derived class object. So we can access derived class members. Why? Because here also it depends on the pointer. Pointer is derived class, so we can access derived class members. Once you understand these four concepts, this is very easy. Okay. Now, based on that one, here pointer is base class. P is the pointer of base class which holds address of derived class object. Then how can we access P to read? Is it possible? Yes, exactly it is possible. Why? Read is the member of base class, that is only inherited members can access. Now P2 area, if you are calling like this, P2 area, it gives an error. Why? Area is a member of the derived class, but the pointer is base class. So in this case, how can we access area? It is not possible to access the area by using pointer. So we can access area by using object r dot area of. This is the program. Okay. Once understand the difference between the pointer and object. By default, it depends on the type of the pointer. If the pointer is base class type, we can access only the base class members. If the pointer is derived, we can access only the derived. It does not depend on the object type. Whether the object is base or derived, that is not an issue. By default, suppose we have the concept of virtual, and that virtual we will discuss something. Okay, this is pointer to derived class. In the next session, we will move to pointer to derived class.